it's been a chilly and wet start to the week, but will it warm up over the next few days? I'll have your full national forecast later in the programme. Might have battled the wind and rain over the weekend, but will you need your brolly this week? I'll have your full national forecast next.
Miserable weekend, wasn't it? Is it looking any better this week?
I really want to say yes. I want to say, Charlotte, it's so lovely to see you. I want to give you good news. No.
Oh.
And so bad is it, actually, that I've said to my forecaster, I can't even talk about the weather. Instead, luckily for all of us, it's seal pup season. So instead of talking about the weather, we're going to talk about something much nicer. It is seal pup season, and we are lucky enough to distract ourselves by having these beautiful shots from Horsey in Norfolk. Now, pupping season for grey seals is early November to late January. There are around 162,000 grey seals in the UK. Who knew? Now, like most of us over the next 3 weeks, these pups will gain around 30 kilograms in weight in just 3 weeks. And in that time, they, unlike us, will have molted off their white coat to be ready for their first swim. And it's really important to remember that grey seals are protected. So, of course, it's incredibly important to keep well away during that pupping season. Absolutely gorgeous. And as a proud Norfolk girl, this is a sight that warms my cockles. Now, of course, it has been a really peculiar time, hasn't it, so far in November? We had the really mild start, and then it was very cold last week, and now as we look ahead to the next few days, it gets cold tomorrow and then it gets milder towards the end of the week. So let's have a look now at the forecast, and don't blame me, it's rubbish, I know, but I have to give you the details. Let's have a look. That people are actually going to forgive me for that miserable forecast just by showing them some lovely fluffy seals. It is worth noting though that we're potentially looking at something really quite wet and windy on Saturday night, so it's worth keeping up to date with the forecast, of course.
We'll prepare ourselves. Becky, thanks very much for that.
Okay, so here we go. I'm afraid it is going to be a rather chilly start to the week, but it is going to start getting milder from the middle of the week. Generally unsettled, rather wet and windy at times as well, but let's skirt over that bit. Let me show you what's going on. Well, we are definitely going to be seeing some fairly unsettled pictures, as I say, but low pressure at the moment is in control. It was a really wet and miserable weekend, as Charlotte was saying, and at the moment we've still got this cold northerly breeze, and you can tell that we're still in the cold air mass by these blue colours here. Now, as we run the sequence over the next few days, you can see these milder tones sitting out towards the west, the yellow colours, and then as we move through into Wednesday, you can see they start nudging in, but that opens the door to the Atlantic. The winds start coming in from a more westerly direction, and that means that we get these Atlantic rain-bearing frontal systems. So it's going to be cold and bright tomorrow. That's the good bit. And then after that, I'm afraid it's going to be milder, but also wetter as well. Let's get the detail then. Starting with tonight, we've still got that cold northerly breeze, quite a lot of clear sky around tonight, and a few showers in places. A fairly widespread frost, I think, across more northern parts of the UK. Remember, these are the valleys and the towns and cities. It's colder still in the countryside. So a cold night, but lovely clear skies as we start Tuesday. This is the bit of the forecast that I really want you to remember because it's quite cheerful. Lots of sunshine around, a few showers there just running down the eastern fringes. Remember, we're still in that cold, northerly, clearer airflow. And then briefly ahead to Wednesday, here's a snapshot for midday, and it just shows that change in weather starting to move in, some slightly warmer conditions starting to move in from the west. Ahead of it, though, towards the central and eastern parts, is looking sunny but cold. And then, as I say, it's milder and unsettled towards the weekend.